welcome back for another video. Yes, I am joined by Kalon, Waistcoat Gamer, yet again. Hello. He was here for the battle report. He was here with some snowy Russians. He's back with some snowy big boys.
Snowy big boys indeed.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about some Titans today and how awesome they are, how you painted yours in turbo record speed of a weekend.
2 days for the Reaver and about 2.5 days for the Warhound.
The question is, do they look crap? Bring one on, bring the little boy on. So this here is the wee little one, Mr. Warhound. Yes. So you've painted yours obviously here in the black, white and red scheme with a bit of gold trim. Tell us a bit about that. What legion is that from? What is that?
So they are from Legio Mortis. Mm-hmm. They are, people call them traitor. I just think they chose the right side. They just were very badly marketed.
And you're a traitor fan, aren't you? You play what we call the traitors in the books.
I play what could be called the traitors, or the turncoats. But I do hashtag everything with Horus did nothing wrong.
Well, that's Magnus. But Horus also did.
Magnus did some things wrong.
But these Titans, so have you had much chance to play with them yet? Have you had a game with these guys? Have you had things off the table?
They've not gone to a game yet because only one of the people that I play games with is actually brave enough to take them on.
I had Titans myself, and that is something I struggle with actually, is getting them into games. Because I had, same as you, and I got a couple of Knights, which I've still got, but it's really hard to get them into a game, right? Because there are quite a lot of points people don't really want to play them in general.
I mean, I find that if you've got them in Heresy, they're not too difficult to get into a game. I mean, you've got things like Leviathan, Leviathan Force Organisation charts. You can take one, has to be your compulsory, and then you can take up to another two with a small allied detachment. There's also more stuff in Heresy that can kill them. Seriously, people, stop being scared of Titans. They're not like they are in the books. They're easy to kill.
It is a huge fear of them, I think, in all gaming. And people say, don't bring a Titan, don't be a dick.
Don't be that guy.
There is a video, actually, check it out up there, where I did a chat with my brothers about being that guy in power gaming. Do Titans count as power gaming?
Maybe in 40k, because the rules for them better reflect how they are in the book, so they're super dangerous. But in Heresy, they are actually really, really underwhelming. They're really killable. Like, people fear them for the fact they've got huge number of blast template weapons, but they forget that weapon can only target one squad. So you'll probably annihilate a squad in a turn, but so will 10 guys with plasma guns. What
have you equipped yours with? You've got the plasma cannon, I see, and I can't see the other side.
So I have a turbo laser destroyer and plasma blast gun. This Titan was built around the idea that I'd run it predominantly in anti-heavy infantry role and anti-vehicle / character role.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how big your Primarch is, not a lot can survive 2 strength D shots to the chest.
No. I think
it's quite difficult.
Who did in the books? Lorgar? Angron?
I mean,
Lorgar got blasted, didn't he?
I think he did.
And Angron held up the foot from the Titan in Betrayal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when there was bros on tour wrecking stuff. And then he got buried.
This just in, local man too angry to die.
Yeah. Two times too angry.
2 times too angry, too furious, too Titan.
Too fast, too furious?
Too angry, too Titan.
Vin Diesel. I had times with the exact same loadout with you did, my Warhammers, and I played a few games with it against my brother, against all sorts of people. I didn't get loads with it. I did play a big game with 30k off 30k, which was cool, and it was nice to get them in, but I think the double D is actually a little bit more of an overpowered, not overpowered, that's not the right word, but it's certainly the hardest loadout you can equip with.
Yeah, first turn alpha strikes with them are very easy, and they are very powerful, but at the same time, it's like you can deploy them in that prime firing position going, well, I've deployed first, so I go first. There's always the chance they're going to seize. Yeah,
I think they are good. I would say you're right, they're not OP, because I think, especially in games, as long as you're arranged with your opponent, you're sort of bringing one. I think that's kind of fair.
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of things, especially in the Legion book, where, there's just one weapon can stun lock a Titan. It's the only weapon in Heresy that actually stun locks super heavies.
You can have the Venator.
Yeah. Sakaran Venator, the Cerberus Heavy Tank Destroyer, and the Legion Glaive upgraded with Neutron Beam Emitter. And the only weapon on any of the Titans that isn't a blast template is the Vulcan Mega Bolter.
Which is the worst weapon.
But yeah, so it's just, guys, if you're scared of facing them when you know your opponent's taking them, something with that weapon. Yeah. Or chain fists, or melter bombs, or melter guns, hell, even las cannons.
Deep striking plasma squad behind.
Anything. They're not as scary as people make out. They are not as. My friend coined the term Titan fear because he plays bolt action. He plays Titan fear. They have Titan fear. People see a big block of resin and go, that must be terrifying because in the books they don't die. Trust me, they do.
But let's talk about big blocks of resin, because this one, I would say, isn't that scary. I have never yet destroyed one of these. This one's a little bit bigger, so we're actually joined by our third friend here. He might even end up focusing on him because he's so big. So this one, I would say, is a little different now to the Warhound.
Yeah, Reavers are
hard.
19 hull points, it's scary. But you know for well if your opponent has taken it, it's going to be in a big enough game where I think it's 1240
for those
points. Yeah. You're going to be in a game for this
you
to be
play like 4,000 points.
Minimum.
Yeah,
minimum. Like probably 5k to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's 25%, isn't it? Shit, yeah. So you're playing a 5k game. I'm expecting to bring my own Titans.
Yeah, in 5k you're gonna have enough stuff to deal with it.
Yeah.
Or even other knights. Yeah, you'll only hit on a 5 or 6, but they've all got D-strength melee weapons.
But let's not talk about how bad they are, how not hard they are.
How hard they are.
Let's talk about how hard they are. So what has this got? Tell me about this Titan. Give me the lowdown on it. What's going on?
Okay, so it's starting on right arm. It's got the Gatling blaster. Left arm, it has the Battle Titan Turbo Destroyer. So it's just 3 turbo lasers strapped together.
So is it 3 templates?
It's 3 templates.
3 templates. Triple D.
Triple D.
And you can put one on the top, can't you?
You can get a double turbo laser on the top, yeah. So I've actually got a plan about that I want to have a chat with you at some point.
Yeah, we did discuss, because you can still buy the turbo laser board, can't you? The board with the big turret in. And, you know, I never really needed a turret, but it might be nice to have the board section. So
I mean, funny enough, I don't need a board, but I need a turret.
So maybe that can work. Is it the same turret that goes on the arms of that Warhound?
No. So it's basically got all superstructure armor over the top and the mounting points below it, but it is essentially the same weapon.
Yeah.
On top, there's the Apocalypse missile launcher, just because it's the only weapon Forgeworld make for it at the moment. The only roof mount they make for the Apocalypse.
You can't buy that laser individually.
Nope.
Why, Forgeworld? Why?
It can take any of the Warhound weapons on the roof. So I'm still waiting to one day see the Flamestorm cannon on the roof of a Reaver.
Big flame ahead.
Yeah, big flame roof, just because I want to see it. And I don't think it'd be very useful.
No.
Because it's only a Hellstorm template. But
it'd be fun.
I just want to see it.
Yeah. But you can take the fists. Who and why would you take a fist on this?
Well, because someone be insisting on a fisting. It's the only reason I can. The only reason I can see you take it is because you want the hilarity, or you're specifically doing one from the novels. Yeah.
And you've painted these yourself within a few days. Give us a very brief rundown of how you managed it. What did you do? They look good. They look like they've been painted in 2 days.
Many large pots of coffee. Basically, just with airbrushing. Undercoating took a day. Undercoating and pre-shading took an entire day for all components. Then doing all of the metal and all of the armor panels and the detailing took a day in itself. Like, I'm talking like it was over bank holiday weekend. I got up at 10 a.m. and I went to bed at just after 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I literally sat there and just powered through everything. Like I did it, like everything was left in sub-assembly, so no armor panels were glued on. Besides the sort of the toe plates, because they're part of the toe, they can't be avoided.
Were they a bugger to put together? Because you must have, how long did that take? That must have taken you probably longer than, like, cleaning them, trimming them, and putting them together. Probably taking longer than painting them.
4 hours.
4 hours?
4 hours to build the Reaver.
From new to sprue.
From drying, from being in the wash to fully built on my table was 4 hours.
Is that including like clipping?
Clipping.
Wow.
Clipping. Sanding,
I'm going to look very closely now. That's there's like no weird lumps anywhere or anything, are there?
No. The only thing I can say is if you want to build a Titan, is invest in a micro saw.
Yes.
Buy some sandpaper of varying strengths. And it's really make sure you invest in like brand new knives. Like, even if your knife is only a couple of weeks old or a couple of days old,
get more.
Put a new blade in it, because you're going to go through that much resin. Even just taking flash off and mold line, you're going to take huge amounts of friction on the blade, so it's just going to blunt really quickly. Do not force the blade through it, because you'll make mistakes, you'll gouge chunks out.
Is that your number one tip for putting this together?
Number one tip is do not be daunted by it.
Number two
is follow the instructions, because they're about both of these are the only kits I've come across where they actually show you explicitly where everything needs to go. It's not the usual Forgeworld, here's a picture of suddenly 7 bits glued together. Like, page 1 is just assembling the foot.
Yeah.
Page 2 is assembling the shin.
Right. Don't lose them.
Don't lose them. Do not lose them. They're in the same little pouch as your certificate comes in. But it's basically, don't be intimidated by it. Follow the instructions, take it a page at a time. And if you need to take a break, you probably should take a break. Take a break. So don't be daunted by them. Follow the instructions.
And last one?
Just enjoy it.
We don't buy these things very often because they're expensive. Like, what's this one? This is like getting up 1,000, isn't it?
Mum, Dad, turn off the channel now.
Yeah, this is £10.
Yeah, £10. £10.
You had it lying around.
Yeah. Just I had to spare £10. Someone owe me some money. Just turn off now. You don't need to hear the next bit.
But they are how much?
The Reavers are close to 1,000.
Yeah, aren't they? And the Warhound's like 400 or something.
The Warhound's about 420 or 460.
Yeah.
The Reavers.
Brag. Yeah. Sick brag.
Brag. The Reavers are, I believe, about 690 or 700.
Yeah. So
I know when I bought everything in one go, it was not a small price. Because I was stupid, I bought both of them at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we all do stupid things sometimes. Is this a stupid thing? Is there better things to spend any money than big toys? Probably not. Boys and big toys.
Boys and big toys,
Big boys and toys.
Yeah.
And remember, kids, don't spend all your money on drugs or Titans, unless you can afford to spend all your money on Titans.
Or
drugs.
Do modelling hobbies and then you'll never have enough money for drugs.
There you go, yeah. This is resin crack. And that's exactly what these are. You bought two big old boys. You'll have seen loads of shots of this throughout this video. Yeah. And they are cool-ass models. I think you've done an awesome job.
Thank you.
I like your 3 tips, which are enjoy them, don't be scared by them, and don't lose the instructions.
Don't lose the instructions.
If he can do it in 2 days, you can do it in 2 days. But don't.
Take time. Don't rush.
Just enjoy them, as you say. So these are cool. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I feel appreciated.
I thank you for bringing them down and for showing them off, because it's cool to have. You don't get that many Titans on the channel. This is the first ones, obviously. You don't get that many on general online. So cool for bringing them down. Do check him out. Check him out on Instagram. His name will be down there. And yeah, thanks so much for bringing him.
That's okay. Thank you for having me.
So he's back again. If you've liked Kalon, leave a message down in the comment. If you don't like him for having nice big toys,
don't comment.
Just roll on.
Comment.
Yeah, we're a different channel. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We will do more Army Showcase things. If you guys like this, if you do, please write down in the comments if you want to see more or any of the models you want to see. I'm sure we can go out and buy them or get people to find them and bring them on or steal them. So I'll do that. So thanks very much for watching. Do check out my links below to support the channel. There's a Patreon. There's a few other bits down there as well. There's Luke's APS basing stuff. Do check all that out. Don't forget to slap like, share and subscribe to this channel because of how awesome the content is and how awesome the guests are.
And click the bell so you get notified.
Yeah, exactly. Click, subscribe now. Wah, 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 wah. So thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll catch you again next Friday for another one. See you later. Right, cool.